Hello, how you guys doing? It's Michelle Fit now. I'm here to give you guys a few more updates that I feel like you need to know that's very important.
It's social, it's recreational, and it's athletic. Women love it, and guys love it for their women. The K-Fit Club presents the K-Fit Yoga Outfits. Get your K-Fit Yoga suit today. Go to kfit.club.
Stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate all the love and support. Go pre-order your K-Fit Yoga suit now. See you soon. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? This is super new for me. I'm gonna call this my morning coffee, not tea. We're not giving out dirt and everything. But good morning. How y'all doing? I had a couple things on my mind. I'm like, you know what? I want to share some morning things with people. That's on my mind daily, regardless if it's motivational or not. I'm gonna cut my little camera on and everything, but I'm super ugly right now. I haven't showered or anything, so it's morning. You feel me? It's the weekend. I hope you guys are going to tune in for my wine and FaceTime tonight. I'm really, really passionately excited to talk about this. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy. But you saw my social media, you guys, know what I'm talking about regarding wine and FaceTime. But since I ended the K-Fit free summer online workouts, I want to do more on YouTube. So I'm thinking about adding a few more things to YouTube. You guys know I'm thinking about the rebranding. So I think I want to have morning coffee with you guys. Sip my coffee and talk with you guys, just like I sip my wine and talk about things. I think I want to do a morning coffee, little short segment, 30 minutes or less, something like that, in the mornings, talking about something. So here's to that idea, and it'll birth itself and come to life later on. But I'm gonna give you guys an update, talk some spit, and let you know what's been going on briefly, shortly, and what my direction is regarding what I've been thinking about since the rebranding conversation. And I want to just make sure that you guys can possibly tune into my wine and FaceTime tonight. So I know you guys may catch my wine and FaceTime on the replay, but I'm so happy I have more subscribers. Shout out to the 64 people who are following your girl on YouTube right now. I feel like I know everyone on the YouTube who's following me. I had engagement with them. I was on their platform. They were on my platform, or they saw a video in the replay or live and they liked it. And they said, you know what, I want to follow her. So thank you all for supporting and liking and following my stories and videos and, catching my lives. I really appreciate that. I have so much more I want to bring to YouTube as far as being a YouTube creator out here. Big shout out to Jose Negron, Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. He has been such an inspiration and support and mentor throughout my YouTube creator history so far, as far as actually making content consistently, schedule, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So big shout out to him. He's been super helpful. So my morning coffee, by the way, I should have started out, talking about coffee, is Bustelo. Bustelo, 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 Bustelo. I feel like Fab right now. It's a Cafe Bustelo. So I'm going to turn my light on so you guys can see how ugly I am. It's the morning, It's the morning. You guys are probably in your PJs too. So good. So I'm gonna show you guys my favorite coffee, and I make coffee at home every weekend. Not every morning, but pretty much every weekend. And I got flavors. I do it without flavors. I've tried different creamers and stuff like that to get the taste I want. Ugly me. Hi, good morning. So this is my coffee Lord Jesus, this is my go-to. I love this. If you are a coffee drinker, definitely please try this Cafe Bustelo. I really, really love this. I always mix it with something. This is my favorite coffee mug. I drink coffee and all the time, legitly, legitly, legitly. So again, as I was talking about rebranding, I'm like, you know what? Everything I read about and heard about in regards to rebranding was about me being authentic. No makeup, fresh face. I haven't showered yet, you know. I got things to do today. Me being me, not trying to have on the facade of someone else, right? So I definitely want to go with that and show y'all all this beautiful me. I sleep in a cap every night because I have locks and it's like a whole protection and safety thing, whatever the case is, good for your hair, whatever, whatever. But I want you guys to really understand who I am and what I go through. And that's why I was inspired to talk about this young lady, Raven K. Jackson, on my Wine and FaceTime tonight. So really, really quickly, for some of you guys who know, I have a 23-year-old daughter. And long story short, she sent me this she's like, Mom, you heard about that girl, da 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 da, somebody rapper, whatever, whatever, killed herself. And I was like, no. Boom. She sends me the text information. I look it over. I'm immediately drawn to this story besides what I do for a living. I'm drawn to the story because she's a fitness guru, she's an influencer, regular girl. She's a hustler, not a hustler, but she lives a regular life. She has a boyfriend, she's a fitness influencer. She gains weight, she loses weight, she shows you what she does. She has a YouTube channel, she has social media. She's young, she's pretty, she's African American, she's dating a rapper. She's a around the way girl, so to say. She's the girl we all know in the neighborhood or through a friend or, through an experience, or she's that girl that looks like someone we know. And my daughter knew nothing about her. And I'll say right now, this is not a clout chasing video. When I do my videos tonight, Wine and FaceTime, it's not a clout chasing video to get fame off of this young lady, but it's scary how much I feel like I have in common with this young lady. Like really scary. Not scared like I'm afraid, but it's just unique, ironic, like wow, it was meant for me to hear about this girl's story. So as I heard about this girl's story, I did a whole bunch of YouTube digs, videos, spoke to people who knew about the story and got insight from people. Good morning, introvert Waweekwa. Good morning, Jose. I'm definitely ugly because I don't have no makeup on and everything. And like this is like my real face. Ugly. Whatever. But I'm kidding. I don't mean ugly, but like it's not dolled up. It's not. But again, back to the story. This is why I really want to talk about the young lady Raven K. Jackson tonight on my Wine and FaceTime for mental health. Because she looks like me. She looks like my sister. She looks like my cousin. She looks like my aunt. She looks like my neighbor. She looks like my coworker. She looks like my friend. She looks like someone in my union. She looks like someone in the gym. She looks like the regular girl that looks totally fine with life. And to know that this young influencer killed herself due to mental health awareness is just crazy to me, but not crazy because in the pandemic, a lot of people had committed suicide. Um, and it just really made me want to wish I knew her before, not that I could have changed anything, but she has some great content on YouTube. I've been watching all her videos since knowing her, and she has a lot of videos that are out right now, which were her last words, her last comments, allegedly before she died, and respect to her family. I want to pay big honor and respect to Raven K. Jackson's family, friends, and loved ones. Again, this is a shout out to her. Much awareness and love and support about mental health awareness, period, point blank, end of discussion. Um, it's in all of our backgrounds, all of our families, friends. Like I said, she looks like the person we would all see in any of those situations I described. She's young, she's beautiful. She was a successful entrepreneur, doing the same things I'm trying to do right now with my brand, K Fit, Kishelle. I'm doing the same exact things, and I never knew of this young lady until a few days ago, knowing that she killed herself. And it's been like really inspiring for me to just want to know more about her in this short period of time since her expiration. Thank you, Jose, for popping in, and thank you, introvert Ruka, for popping in. It's super early. I didn't expect anybody to pop in. But yeah, I wanna dig into that and not do a whole dumpster dive on her life and her birth. No, just about how we should check in more with people, how we should be more real with ourselves, how we should, not be afraid to reach out a helping hand if necessary, and how we should pay more awareness to this in the community and society, in our households and churches and groups and families and friendships and relationships. We should really spread the spotlight on this on a big, big level. We should have more institutions spotting a light on this on a big, big level. Like a lot of people want to call it other things. They want to mask it, misdiagnose it, not address it, ignore it, pay it no mind, stay out of people's business. But at some point, you don't have to always insert yourself, but provide that support to someone if you know they need it. I think this young woman was gone way too soon. Again, I did not know her, did not follow her, did not, know anything about her until about maybe 48 or 72 hours ago. And I think it's a really sad, sad story, and I wish it wasn't. And my condolences to her entire family. But I want to do a stream tonight on mental health awareness, and inspiration from this young lady's story, just because I feel like I have so much in relation to her. The same thing she's on with her social medias, the same thing I'm trying to do, trying to figure it out, the way she brands herself, who she is, the diets, the exercise, the makeup, the hair. I don't do all of that consistently as far as the makeup and the hair, but I do throw that in my YouTube, and I'm not comparing myself to her, but definitely saying that I feel some relation to her in some way, and I just really feel passionate to speak about this topic. So shout out to my daughter Unique here, Destiny. She told me about this young lady a few days ago and made me want to look into it. And it's all over the blogs. It's all over, those news outlet streams, those ratchet TV streams and gossip blogs on social media. They're all talking about it. You can probably Google her name, Raven K. Jackson, or 600 Breezy's girlfriend. And that's how I found out about her. Like, even the rapper 600 Breezy, I never heard of him, never heard a song he did anything, but quickly Googled him and listened to a couple of songs and saw his face. But they generally looked in love, whatever. I don't know. I don't want to get into her personal life. I didn't know her like that. This is not for that. But to shine big light on mental health awareness, we should definitely take this more serious, more authentic, and do whatever we can to help someone, or just, reach out ever so often with a text or a call or a postcard or email or flowers or candy or joke or lunch or anything to uplift someone, if we can, and if you don't have all those things, it's the small things that count, a FaceTime conversation, a phone call, any of those things. I have a comment from Jose Negron. He says, I have thought of killing myself before. This is a serious issue. Not for nothing. It's crossed my mind before as well. I've thought of suicide before. I've never shared it publicly with anybody. I don't think I've even wrote about it in my book, but it's crossed my mind before as well. I'm pretty sure it's crossed many people's minds, suicide, but they just are too cowardly to admit it, or embarrassed to admit it, or ashamed to admit it, or don't want to admit it because they don't want to get the feedback of what people will think of them for saying that. But I've thought about it too at my worst points of life, my lowest points of life. I've thought about it. I've thought about why I wanted to do it, what I would get out of it, how it affected people around me, such as my kids, my parents, my siblings, my cousins, my coworkers, my friends, people that support, rely on me as a support system. I've thought about it, and I've come to a better conclusion. Like, what, it's better to, check in on me at any means necessary. If I feel like I'm at that point, it's really, really time for me to like seek some help, whether that's whatever I know looks and sounds and feels like help. But yeah, it takes a strong person to say they've thought about suicide. So big shout out to you, Jose Negron. I've thought about it too. Um, it's a real serious situation, and people don't really respect it, give credit to it, light to it, embrace it, love it, appreciate it, support it, try to fix it, hold it, bond it, glue it. You know, it's just a in one ear out of the other kind of situation. So this is a really big conversation tonight I want to have, and I'm going to do a lot of talking, and I don't think I'm going to have a long stream. I don't want it to be more than 2 hours. An hour and 45 minutes, hour 30 minutes is good enough for me, for tonight's stream. And I really, respect and understand everyone's wishes and feelings and emotions about this. But it's really sad when people leave us, because we have no control. When people leave us abruptly, we have no control over how we're supposed to feel or how we're supposed to mask it or wear it. And it's all personal. These are all very personal stories. And sometimes when we share these stories, we get that good endorphin release of feeling, lighter, better, cooler, more relieved after, having some closure, so to say. It kind of feels like closure when you have these conversations. But I'm not a therapist, and I'm not here to be a therapist, but I do have a therapist that I see, and big shout outs to her as well. She definitely supports me through my most emotional, craziest, wickedest times, and lets me know when I'm right. She lets me know when I'm wrong. She lets you know when I'm not communicating properly. She definitely makes me check in and do the self reflection kind of thing. And you know, I appreciate you, Jose, for sharing your transparency with me. And I've been trying to do a lot of that here on YouTube, share my transparency just so people can feel me. And I'm learning through rebranding how to present that in a more polished, professional way, so to say. And, I'm working on that getting better. So you're going to see definitely a big difference in my YouTube guys really soon. And I'll be doing much more here than I'm doing on Instagram, honestly. So yeah, there'll be more of Kashel on YouTube, more of Kashel Fit Now on YouTube. So yeah, that's will definitely be happening. But I appreciate everyone who can come in tonight and join the panel. I'll probably start it after 8:30, after 8:35 ish. I want to do a lot of talking, because I want to give people the reason why I'm talking about this young lady, so people can see why it's important to me, why I'm choosing to shed a light on it, and why I feel like I can relate to it, and why I'm impacted by it. So again, if you guys do not know who Raven K. Jackson is, please Google her, Raven K. Jackson. Um, Again, shout out to her family. My condolences to the family. This is a really sad, tragic situation, and overall, we're seeing too many suicides. Period, across the country. Let's just to open my eyes. And shout out to you, introvert Bariqua. You lost your mom in April, and it feels like not feels like not being around anymore. It feels hopeless at times. Absolutely, like these emotions get the best of us when we lose people, and I don't want to sadden people with my stream tonight. I really, really don't. I don't want people to, be hurt and crying and in pain and leaving upset. I want them to feel relieved. I want us to feel like we have a conclusion, we have an idea, we're having a plan, we're having a discussion. We are feeling like there's hope, there's faith. This is not the way we have to go. This does not have to be the end of the road. We can push on and fight and figure out ways to do that. And of course, I'm not saying I'm giving all the answers for all of those things, but I don't want this to be a sad somber stream. More about awareness, about learning the signs, knowing the signs, seeing the signs. And if you don't know any of that, just reaching out and checking in on people. A short text: hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's the kids? Hey, good morning. Hey, happy holidays. Hey, I saw someone that looked like you. Are you good? All those things count. All those things are so important. Even the people that need to be more empathetic and sympathetic. Hey, I'm sorry, I said this. I really didn't mean that. Are we good? Are we not good? Let's do lunch, I'm sorry I missed your call. I've been busy, All those little things count, because those little things sometimes throw us a loop array and have us thinking in our heads, especially people like me. So, excuse me, morning coffee. All those things can get into your psyche, and I really want to talk about it. I did not know this young lady. I'm pretty sure there are several other people this year that committed suicide. Several. I know this young lady is not. I'm pretty sure in New York, Texas, Florida, Georgia alone, there's probably hundreds of thousands of people that have committed suicide during the pandemic up until now. So I know this is not a new thing. This is not a shocking thing. This is not a leading thing, but it's not about that. It's about the awareness for us to do something about this, to help these people to not get to that point. Not that we're an activist group that can make this change, but reach one, each one, reach one, teach one, communicate, group, connections, awareness, conversations, dialogue, support, motions, ideas, visions, goals, dreams, entrepreneurs, creators. We all have voices to make change, to make things happen, to share awareness, to create awareness brands without even realizing it, just using our voice, just alone, just using our voice. So again, condolences to this young lady's family, herself. I wish this wasn't her. Condolences to everyone's family who has suffered loss, because someone has chose to commit suicide. Again, I'll be transparent. I've thought about it as well. It's not something I tell people, but a lot of people have took it all the way through to the action plan and succeeded. Whether it was, through drugs, something really hard and horrible and crazy and immediate and intense, they did it. So thank you guys for listening to my morning coffee. This is Kashal. Please show up tonight for my 8 p.m. wine and FaceTime regarding the mental health awareness we're going to talk about again, regarding Reverend K. Jackson and everyone who's committed suicide or suffered loss in such a way that seems it could have been considered suicide. My condolences to all those families, to all those people who felt like that was their only way out. And again, I believe too much to this girl because she lives in her head. She says that I lived in my head. I live in my head. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so relatable. And again, her last few stories that were shared about her last few moments before she killed herself was like super crazy. And I've gotten more tea about the story since yesterday. So again, I know we all deal with death differently, and what works for you, Jose and Ramon, may not work for Cashel, and work for Cashel may not work for Ramon and Jose. And again, shout out to everyone who's dealing with loss still, ongoingly. And it just seems like there's no solution to the point where even those people are feeling suicidal, feeling like taking their own lives, like life is not worth living anymore, like they don't want to be here anymore, like they don't care about anything, period, point blank, end of discussion. There's hope for you guys out there. You definitely need to, find someone to talk to, find something to get into, to get your mind off of things. Reach out for help, tell someone what you're going through, express it, let someone know you're going through it so someone can try to direct you to the right way to get some kind of help or support. Don't hold it in, don't bottle it in. Let someone know you feel like you can't take it anymore. Like, let someone know you need help. Write about it on social media, write a letter to someone, call someone, text someone, reach out to someone, let someone know you need some assistance. You're not okay. You're not doing okay. Let someone know you don't know how to continue to try to be okay. Let someone know it's that real that you don't want to live. Let someone know. Let someone know. Let someone know. Even if it's the cops, let someone know I'm not okay. I'm not myself. I don't want to live, or whatever the case is. Let someone know you need help. Whether it's through a YouTube channel blogging like this, whether it's through a text message to a friend, whether it's through a FaceTime to a friend, whether it's through a phone call to a friend, whether it's through an email, whether it's through word of mouth, let someone know I'm not doing okay. I don't like this life I have. I don't want it no more. Let someone know. Share your story. Don't hold it in. Don't go down these roads. Again, I'm not no therapist. I'm not no motivational speaker. Like my girl Cardi B say, I'm a regular girl from the Bronx. Literally, I'm from the Bronx. I'm inspired by this because I'm doing the same things this girl was doing. I didn't know her. I'm a fitness trainer. I do meal planning. I do meal prepping. I take pictures of my body. I take pictures with me and other clients doing stuff. I take pictures of me doing my makeup, my hair, my eyebrows. These are the same things I'm learning about this young lady in the last 72 hours of her life. And it sounds so much like me, so I'm inspired to talk about this story. So that's it. That's all. I'm wrapping this up. Again, shout out to all those people who have suffered loss, who have family that committed suicide, and they're still in the grieving stages of not being okay and not being over it and not being good and not knowing how to express that and release that and get that outlet. Y'all need to tell somebody. Y'all need to open up your mouth and let somebody know. Don't worry about being embarrassed or being insecure or feeling weak or weird because you really hurting them loved ones taking your life from your family and not saying nothing. So tell somebody something. It don't matter. Don't worry about you being embarrassed or how people perceive you. Let somebody know I need help. I'm not okay. We all not okay at some point. It's the right. It's for real. It's life. That's the realness. That's not the social media glitz and polish of it all. But I'm going in right now, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So please make sure you guys pop through tonight at 8 p.m. for one to FaceTime talking about mental health again regarding this lady and everyone else going through this. Take care. Have to go to the doctor in a few minutes, please check up on my body and do things I need to do. So I hope you guys have a good one. Be safe. Catch us in the replay on YouTube if anything. I will chat with you guys later. Bye bye. hello. How you guys doing? It's Kashelle Fit Now. I'm here to give you guys a few more updates that I feel like you need to know that's very important.
It's social, it's recreational, and it's athletic. Women love it, and guys love it for their women. The K-Fit Club presents the K-Fit Yoga Outfits. Get your K-Fit Yoga suit today. Go to kfit.club.
Stay tuned for that. Thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate all the love and support. Go pre-order your K-Fit Yoga suit now. See you soon.